Well. If it isn't 6'7", Labubu, Moonbeam Ice Cream himself. Ladies and gentlemen, can't flip for ship. I'm back. I'm back and girthier than ever. Whoa. As you can see, or as you might know, I've been on a break for quite a while, but I am back. And I guess maybe it would be appropriate for me to give you an update as to what I've been up to. So, a lot of you may know I stopped making as much videos whenever I started going to school, or going, I guess, more to school. A lot of people were saying, what's his name, Battle Song Flipping Brandon was saying that I was gonna be a doctor, which is not true. I am not that smart, or maybe I am that smart, but I don't have that much time. So I had originally gone and I wanted to be a dietitian, but I decided against that, which was a really hard decision for me in the time. I really had always, or not always, but for a very long time, wanted that to be my career choice. But you know, you can't always get what you want, and sometimes life's about setting yourself up for the future. And long story short, the education system is a twisted thing, and the medical field is an even more twisted thing. And you know, you can't rely on these systems always to give the best for the student. And so in that situation, they had just changed the requirement to where I was gonna have to go to school for even longer. And my mindset was that, like, I'm not gonna go to school for that long just for a job that doesn't pay that well, because I wanted to do specifically what one job would be. So I decided to look around and at least explore my options of what I could possibly do. And that's whenever I found out about surgical technology, which is what I'm in school for now, and I finish in December. And I kind of learned about this field just from doing a little bit of research and seeing what was hot, what was popping at the time, and I found this, and turns out surgical technology is very cool. Essentially, I'm in the operating room assisting the surgeon, setting up surgeries and doing whatever else is needed so that the surgery can go without a hiccup. And that's basically my job. Some days I do basically nothing to help with the surgery, and some days I'm so involved that it feels like I'm the one that's doing the surgery. So that's basically what I do now, and that's my career choice, career path. And man, I have some stories. If you clicked on the title of this video, I'm debating on how I should title it, but I'm thinking of titling it something absolutely, positively nefarious. So if you clicked on this nefarious title, you're a certified freak. Welcome to the Certified Freak Gang. You are a certified member, and welcome to the freaky. But yeah, so I guess I'll start off by telling you guys a story. Oh, by the way, I got engaged as well, so things are going good. I live in Austin, Texas now. ACL. And so, yeah, a lot of things have changed. But anyways, I figure you're probably wanting some entertainment rather than just hearing what I've been up to, because that's a rather lame story, so I will tell you. And I'll probably put a split in the front of the video just to tell you when the story starts, or maybe I won't. I don't know how lazy I feel about editing this. But yeah, so I was assisting in the surgery. I'm still in school, so I have to have a preceptor, so they kind of help me. He wanted to be the one to pass instruments. So typically for some surgeries, there's the people who pass the instruments, and then there's the people who actually assist in the surgery. And it just depends on who wants to do what. You can make an agreement amongst yourselves, and some surgeries don't even require both of those. Some of them you can do both yourself. And so that's essentially what I was doing, was I was just assisting. And so the surgeon, there's this thing called a hydrocele, and it's basically where in the layers of your nuts you get a lot of fluid buildup. And this particular case, the nuts were like the size of a cantaloupe, so you can imagine that they were pretty full of that good juice. And man, I was in this case a little more hands-on than I usually am. So there I am peeling back this sack, and what happens is that there's layers that have to get separated, but you need the tension of the fluid that's in there to be able to separate the layers well. And so what I was doing was helping pull back the layers of the sack. And So I have a little instrument called a sen rake, and I'm kind of like pulling back on the skin of the nutsack, and the surgeon is separating the layers while pulling it. And oh man, this fucking old man, dude, I felt so bad for him. It must have been so painful. I mean, people are always like, oh yeah, man, shit, you got a wheelbarrow to carry around them nuts, though. Shit. And nah, this shit was like, really, you really did probably need a wheelbarrow for those nuts. So bro was in a world of misery. But anyways, off the tangent. So I'm doing that, and essentially there's a lot of pressure in this system. And so what happened was the doctor accidentally punctured a small area, and the entire thing fucking exploded all over the walls and everything like that. He was kind of like tugging on it, and it just straight busted, and there was fucking juice everywhere. I mean, it was all over the walls, it was all over the surgeon, it was all over me, unfortunately. I mean, oh my god, we had to use so much fucking towels and stuff. We must have used like 6 or 7 towels. Unc is 26 years old, talking about 6, 7. But no, yeah, we did, and we ended up mopping and doing all sorts of stuff like that. I mean, it was absurd. Really, I could make the story longer, but I'm kind of like testing out how much I want to talk about these things, because it's funny to some, but it's gruesome to others. It's gross to other people. So I just want to try to be considerate. If you're one of those people who does not like these things, grow the fuck up. No, I'm just kidding. But no, let me know in the comments what's too much to hear, what's a lot to hear, what you kind of feel like is you want me to divulge in like more of, and we'll kind of get into that, and then I'll tell you more stories and things like that. Obviously, I want to be respectful of the privacy of these people and stuff like that. So obviously, I'm not going to be going into too much detail, but I definitely have some stories, guys, and I'm happy to be back making videos and stuff like that. I have a little more time now, so that's the only reason why I'm able to make more videos, why I'm able to enjoy this stuff a little bit more. It's a lot more fun and stuff like that for me to be able to pop in and make a little video. And I was really reminiscing on the days and thinking like, man, it was a lot of fun making these videos and talking to you guys and having a community. And I've been inspired by a lot of people that have been popping back at some of the old tutorials and stuff and being like, man, dude, you're so helpful. You've been so helpful in helping me to figure out, you know, what I want to do and, you know, how to do this trick. So if that's the case for any of you guys, you let me know. You let me know in the comments. And I guess that's really all I have for today. But yeah, that's the story of how I was tugging on that old man's sack till his nuts busted. Peace.